Shalom, 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 Yasha'Allah. This your boy, Brother Shama'Allah, back at you with another quick edifying video. Today's lesson is going to be called, They Shall Run To and Fro to Seek the Word of Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, and shall not find it. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. I want to say, Halal, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, Qadash. That's all praises to the Heavenly Father, whose name is Yahawah, and His only begotten Son, who you ignorantly call Jesus, whose name is Yahawashi, right? And the Holy Spirit, which is the Rawchaa Qadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, who have ruled well through the Spirit and have fed and edified the sheep in these last days, and has pushed this gospel and this truth to the four corners of the earth in these last days. A mighty shalom. Another mighty shalom to all you Akim out there laboring on the highways and on the hedges and on the unicorn, which is this internet, pushing this 100% doctrine, this 100% truth to the four corners of the earth in these last days. A mighty shalom to you all as well. All right, so I came on just to see, if this TikTok was available, and I got this screen, popped up. It says, sorry, TikTok isn't available right now. It says a law banning TikTok has been enacted in the U.S. Unfortunately, that means you cannot use TikTok for now. It says we are fortunate that President Trump has indicated that he will work with us on a solution to reinstate TikTok once he takes office. Please stay tuned. In the meantime, you can still log in to download your data. All right. So right now, it is not available. Right. And I just came across this article from The Verge. It says TikTok is down in the U.S. This is about an hour ago. So it says this is despite the Biden administration saying it's passing enforcement responsibilities on to the Trump administration and calling TikTok's threat to go offline a stunt. It says TikTok has insisted that without clearer assurance, it has to close up shop in the U.S. It says inside TikTok, an email to the employees said that President Trump has indicated that he will work with us on a solution to reinstate TikTok once he takes office on January 20th, and that teams are working tirelessly to bring our app back to the U.S. as soon as possible. It says a warning message started appearing in TikTok's app around 9 p.m. Eastern on Saturday evening, telling users of the pending shutdown. It says, we regret to inform you that a U.S. law banning TikTok will take effect on January 19th and force us to make our services temporarily unavailable. It says we are working to restore our services in the U.S. as soon as possible, and we appreciate your support. Please stay tuned. The app began blocking users around 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. A message appears saying it isn't available right now, but that the company expects a resolution under President-elect Trump, right? So it says, sorry, TikTok isn't available now. A law banning TikTok has been enacted, and unfortunately, that means you cannot use TikTok for now. Several other apps owned by TikTok's parent company, ByteDance, have also been taken offline, including the video editor CapCut and social platform Lemon 8. All right. And this is another, basically the same thing that's of the screenshot. All right. It says the ban or diverse law, which goes into effect on Sunday, effectively bans TikTok unless ByteDance sells much of its stake in the company. But ByteDance has shown little sign of being willing to sell, even as the deadline rapidly approached. Instead, TikTok sued the U.S. over the law, ultimately losing in a Supreme Court case this past week. TikTok's new strategy appears to be relentlessly pandering to Trump, who, despite initially calling for the TikTok ban, has recently indicated that he wants to find a way to keep it around, Earlier today, he floated a 90-day extension of ByteDance's deadline to sell. It says the political game of hot potato, where no one wants to be seen as responsible for banning TikTok, suggests that the app may not be gone for good, but with no definite plan coming from Biden, Trump, ByteDance, and TikTok, it's unclear exactly how long the ban could hold. All right, so just with knowing that, right, and you just understand that all this stuff is strategic at the end of the day. All right, all this stuff is strategic, and these are things how these elites, right? They test the waters to see how people's reaction are going to be, right, when they cause these mass outages and these mass things that they're going to do. All right, and ultimately, doing these laws and these things that are going into place, right, could ultimately lead to what? To the famine of the word. All right, let's get that. This is the book of Amos, chapter 8 and verse 11. It says, "Behold, the days come, saith Yahawah Bahasham, the Most High Power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahawah Bahasham." It says, "And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east, they shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahawah Bahasham, and shall not find it." All right. And, I know that, pretty much besides YouTube, people were using TikTok too, to preach this gospel, right? And they know this, right? And they know this, but they'll say other things of the reasons why they don't want this stuff to get out. All right. Let's read it in the NLT. It says, "The time is surely coming, says the sovereign Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, when I will send a famine on the land, not a famine of bread or water, but of hearing the words of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi." Right? And right now, the Lord is using the unicorn, which is the internet, to push this gospel and this truth to the four corners of the earth. Right? And right now, you see, they're planning to try to see how they can ultimately take this whole thing down. Right? You can, and they're using, right now, they're starting with this app, seeing how it works, seeing, what can be done. All right? Because we know that these draconian laws are getting ready to be in place. All right? And they want to stop this word from going out. All right? And we're talking about Esau, the Edomites, from those top elite banking families on down. All right? So let's keep reading the NLT. It says, "When I will send a famine on the land, not a famine of water or bread, but of hearing the words of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi." It says, "People will stagger from sea to sea and wander from border to border, searching for the word of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, but they will not find it." All right. And, just because, listen, the devil knows that he has a short time, right? So, and just look at it. This is 2025, right? We still haven't even got out of the first month, and things are just taking place like one after another, right? Just as 2024 was, 2025 is just continuing to move on. All right. And ultimately, the Lord is going to shut down this word, right? The brothers are not going to be out there on the highways and hedges all the time, right? There's going to be a time where the Lord is going to bring his men back. All right. But the devil knows, and he knows he has a short time. So he's working overtime, right? And he knows that Jake uses TikTok to, for people use it for their living, to advertise, to do these different things. They know all this stuff, right? But this is just these are more tactics, right, to cause chaos and confusion of the people. All right. Remember, you had in 2024, you had these mass outages of the cell phones. You've had mass outages of, banking apps, all these different things, right? Because when they fully implement this stuff, right? They cut off the internet, they cut off the powers. Hey, people are going to be freaking out, right? And they're going to have that solution, which is that NWO, right? At the end of the day, all right? People need an answer. We got it, right? Take this MOTB, all right? But that's what people are not putting two and two together, right? It says we are not sick, we are not ignorant to Satan's devices, all right? This is Revelation chapter 12 and verse number 12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devils come down unto you, having a great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. All right? Right? The devil knows he has a short time. So he's going to what? He's going to try to do as much and cause as much chaos and do these different things, right? He wants to cause this panic amongst the people, right? And you think about it, right? You think about how, Babylon does, man, right? The people, they love their social media, all right? So what do, right? You test it out. You see how it's going to affect the people, right? Or they're going to be in an uproar. Like, these are different things that they use. They do these little test runs. So when they fully implement it, right, they know how to react. They know what they need to do at the end of the day. All right. So it could be just for a moment, but remember, ultimately, the famine of the word is going to come, right? Where people are not going to be able to freely hear the words of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. You're not going to be able to go on the platforms, You're not going to be able to go out to the highways and hedges and see the brothers out there prophesying, all right? Because the Lord is going to draw his men back, okay? Let's get this. Let's go to the book of Matthew, and let's go to Salakia. Let's go to, what was it? Salakia. Matthew 25, right? It's the book of Matthew, chapter 25, right? The parable of the 10 virgins, right? Matter of fact, before I get that, let's get the book of Isaiah, right? And one of the brothers had brought it out earlier today. Isaiah chapter 55, verse 6. It says, seek ye Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Why? And the Lord is near unto us right now, right? He has his prophets. He has the men of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi on the highways, on the hedges, on the unicorn, right? Constantly pushing his word through the four corners of the earth, through the unicorn, which is this internet, okay? But there's going to come a time where you're not going to be able to seek Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, all right? There's going to come a time where you're going to be looking and you're not going to be able to find, right? What is that? Hosea 5 and verse number 15. It says, I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face. In their affliction, they will seek me early, right? It says, in the NLT, it says, then will I return to my place until they admit their guilt and turn to me. For as soon as trouble comes, they will earnestly search for me. But it's going to be too late, all right? It's going to be too late at that point, right? Because the men of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi have been out, and freely given this word, all right? Let's go back to Matthew 25. It says the parables of the 10 virgins, right? Matthew chapter 25, verse 1. It says, then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom. It says, and 5 of them were wise and 5 were foolish. All right. It says, they that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. And that oil represents understanding. All right. Hey, they knew that they was Israelites. I know a little bit about it, but yeah, that's about it. That they didn't have the full understanding. They didn't have this 100% truth. You got some of these camps that only got 50% of the truth, like the brothers was talking about. 20% of the truth, 80% of the truth. You don't have this 100% truth. All right. But that oil represents the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. It says, so it says, verse 3, it says, they that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them, but the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. All right. Because while Yahawashi could be found, guess what? They ate and they drank worthily, right? They ate and they drank and got this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right. And then took it into their heart, right? Which is their mind. All right. It says, while the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. And at midnight there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet him. Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. And the foolish said unto the wise, give us of your oil, for our lamps are gone out. But the wise answered, saying, not so, lest there not be enough for us and for you, but go ye rather to them that sell and buy for yourselves. And while they went out to buy, the bridegroom came, and they that were ready went in with him into the marriage, and the door was shut. And afterwards came also the other virgins, saying, Lord, open to us. But he answered and said, verily, verily, I say unto you, I know you not. It says, watch ye there, for you know neither the day nor the hour where the Son of Man cometh. Right? And you don't know when all hell is about to break loose. All right? And all you who have matter of fact, let's get that. Those who have put away, the words, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, it's going to be very bad unto you. You're going to be like the foolish virgins. All right. Let me see. Let me get this real quick. This is 2 Ezra chapter 5 and verse number 1. It says, nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, behold, the day shall come that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in a great number. Right? And it says, and the way of truth shall be hidden. All right. This is a time that's coming, right? And you see how the Lord is continuing to manifest and show these different things. Like we brought out yesterday, or maybe the day before, where the house in California has survived the fire, but then the landslide took it and broke it in half. Right? The Lord is showing what he's about to do to this place. All right. But it says, and the way of truth shall be hidden. All right. So you see that this is just another manifestation of what's to come. All right. They could bring it back on, whatever. But remember, this stuff is about to come full scale. All right. It says, and the land shall be barren of faith. All right. People not going to know where to go. They're going to be trying to seek the word of Yahawashi and shall not be able to find it. Right. But those who were like the foolish, right? What does it say? Those foolish virgins, right? This is 2 Ezra chapter 9 and verse number 9. It says, then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me. And it says, and they that have loathed my law while they had yet liberty, and while they had yet place of repentance was open, unto them, right? That grace period, right? Understood not, but despised it. It says the same must know it after death by pain. Okay? And remember, the scriptures tell you that if the gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost. All right? Who the Lord, who the Salakia, who the God of this world have blinded. All right? So ultimately, if you don't, because that's the Lord hiding it from you. All right? The Lord is hiding his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding from you. All right? What's another one similar to this? Let's see, Salak, if I could find it. Let's see. I think it might be back some. Right, so this is the time where, this is 2nd Ezra, chapter 8, and verse number 56. It says, "For when they had taken liberty, they despised the Most High, and thought some of his, and Salakia thought scorn of his law, and forsook his ways. Moreover, they have trodden down his righteous, and they said in their heart, there is no God. Yea, and that knowing that they must die." Right? It says, for as these things aforesaid shall receive you, so thirst and pain are prepared for them. For it was not his will that men should come to naught, but they which be created have defiled the name of him that made him, and were unthankful unto him which prepared life for them. And therefore is my judgment now at hand. And the Lord is getting ready to bring judgment upon it, right? And remember, the Lord doesn't want everybody to get this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, okay? And the Lord is going to be cutting this stuff off, right? He's gonna be using Esau, his sword, to place down some of this judgment here, okay? So they're gonna be trying to cut this word out, all right? Where this word, like I said, it's gonna be a famine of the word. It's coming soon, right? And this TikTok is just a foreshadowing of what's to come. I know me and the brothers were kind of talking about it that, hey, it's only going to take a little bit for all hell to break loose. All right. EMP attack, whatever it's going to be, right? That'll knock out this power, right? You knock out power for a few days. People don't have their social media. People don't have their electricity. Hey, it's going to be causing mass chaos and destruction and even death. All right. So we this is why it's important, right? You people who are waiting don't understand that you don't have time to continue to wait. All right. You need to seek Yahawah Bahasham while he may be found. All right. So I just wanted to do this. Like I was saying, I was watching or looking at the article, and I saw that it had, timed out. And basically, it's shut down. All right. And soon, the Lord is going to shut all this stuff down. Right. And those who have the word, right, they said, the men basically are going to be like fine gold. Right. The men of Yahawah Bahasham, those who have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Right. People are going to be trying to cleave unto them because they're going to know that they have the truth. All right. They have that 100% truth in these last days. All right. So these times are coming, and the Lord is continuing to warn the people, right, before, this mass destruction and stuff happens. All right. So I just wanted to, like I said, do this quick lesson. Lord's will, this was edifying. Right. With that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. I want to say, Kol Halal Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Peace and blessings to the elect of the 12 tribes scattered abroad, and mighty shalom to the 144,000 men, and to the rest of the elect. Stay diligent, stay focused, keep praying for one another, right? And keep watching, all right? And with that, I want to say shalom.